My name is Betsy Atwell, and I am a therapist at Kindling Wellness in Evansville, Wisconsin. What's the difference between a therapist and a counselor? This is one that I think about a lot, and there is no black and white answer to this one, which is often the case in therapy. But a counselor, so I'm technically a counselor in that I have a degree in clinical mental health counseling, and my state license is a licensed professional counselor. So I'm very much so a counselor. I tend to use the term therapist a lot more, though. I think just colloquially, like I hear the word counselor in the context of camp or like career counseling or substance use counseling. And I know that the training and expertise that I have is much more in depth than what people get in those career paths. And so, partially, I use the term therapist to differentiate from that. And then also, I think one of my supervisors would often talk about like the idea of like counseling being like advice giving and like cheerleading, and just like a feel good experience, which may not be how everybody perceives it, but that the work that we do in therapy can be painful and, deeply reflective in a way that maybe doesn't always feel so good in the moment, but is part of a growth process. And so, yeah, I've tended to gravitate towards that term therapist over the years. I will say though that it can vary widely across our field. So a lot of people feel like, no, a therapist is specifically this, and a counselor is specifically that. Some people have a more black and white perception of it, and a little bit of that can be variable by state and the language that the different states use in their licensure laws. In Wisconsin, we have the marriage and family therapist is a license, but we don't have any sort of rules about who can use the word therapist in their advertising. So I call myself a therapist and I am also a counselor.